Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another episode of the Prediction Show. This time around, we will be predicting match week 13 fixtures. It's a busy period during the Premier League campaign. It's a very, very busy season. Fixtures will now be coming after every 3-4 days. And I have another guest with me, another expert, as I call them, Alex, Man City fan. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I can imagine 3-0 win against Everton, beating PSG as well, clinching the top spot. How are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. As good as you can probably feel as a football fan, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I've not had that feeling for like 7 years. Literally, like I can't wait to have that feeling again. So, as usual, we'll be predicting the 10 games. As it stands right now, I'm actually losing to the experts. I've won 4 of the weeks and I've lost 7 of the weeks. Last time out, I actually drew with my opponent. So there's 1 draw there. Let's hope I can get to 5 this week. Let's hope I can beat Alex in this week's predictions. And the first game happens to be Arsenal, Alex. Arsenal against Newcastle, the early kickoff. What kind of game do you expect and what's the score prediction?
I'm expecting Arsenal to win. Newcastle looking great there, winless all season. Arsenal picked up the form quite a lot recently. Obviously, Anfield wasn't too great last weekend, but I guess the early kickoff can throw out some surprises. But I reckon 2-0 Arsenal this time.
2-0 Arsenal. That's the exact same scoreline I have as well for my Arsenal prediction. So I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. I can also Newcastle. There's fact in this recent history. They haven't beaten Arsenal in the last 10 meetings at the Emirates, and in the last 4 of them they haven't scored. There's been a couple of 2-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0. So I can see it being like that as well. But Eddie Howe is the new manager, so they could have a bounce there. So 2-0 to Arsenal as well. The next fixture on Saturday, the 3 p.m. kickoffs, will be Liverpool against Southampton. Liverpool have totally demolished all their opponents in the Champions League, and they actually could afford to rest the likes of Trent the other day against FC Porto. So do you think it's another easy win for them in the league?
I don't think it'll be easy. I do think they'll win. Obviously, it's at Anfield. They've got a good record in front of the Anfield crowd. Southampton now have taken points off City, off United. Yeah. They got close against Chelsea. But no, Liverpool will be too good for Southampton. So I reckon 3-1 Liverpool for that one.
Okay, I think they'll keep a clean sheet. I'm going to match your score again, but I'm going to go for a Liverpool clean sheet. So Liverpool 3, Southampton 0. And the next fixture, same time as the Liverpool game, will be Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure back in the day that people who used to watch football like in the 2000s, early 2000s, you'd have seen a lot of Vieira and Gerrard in the midfield. So this time they're in the touchline. What do you expect in this fixture? Crystal Palace have looked good, by the way.
Yeah, I think Palace have looked decent recently. Obviously, they beat City. What was it? Just before the international break. Villa not looking so good, although they did do well against Brighton to get 2-0 win in Gerrard's first game. So 2 fairly decent sides. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to go for a score draw for this one. I'll go Palace 1, Villa 1.
Palace 1, Villa 1. I think Crystal Palace are actually very, very good right now. Unlucky not even to beat Arsenal, considering in the 90th minute. They did the same against Brighton as well. So I'm going to go for Crystal Palace to win this one by 2-1. Crystal Palace 2, Aston Villa 1. The fourth game will be Norwich against Wolves. Norwich, believe it or not, Alex, Norwich have won back-to-back games. Can they make it 3?
I don't think they are going to. To be fair to them, who knows? I didn't couldn't win either of the games they did win. Wolves looking very, very decent. They beat a strong West Ham team last week. Jimenez getting those goals again. Norwich, obviously, under Dean Smith now, looking all right. But I'm going to say Wolves to edge this one. It'll be a boring 1-0 win, though, for Wolves.
1-0. I actually think Norwich will pick up another point here. So I'm going to go for Norwich 2, Wolves 2. An interesting game there to watch. And then the late kick of the last game on Saturday will be Brighton against Leeds United. Now, obviously, Brighton dropped off recently, obviously, but they did pick up a good point against Liverpool away from home. And Leeds have not been doing good at all. So another loss for Leeds?
This one's going to be a close one, I think. I think it's 2 teams that play nice, expansive football, both potentially defensively leaky, though. I think it'll be a score draw again. I'm going to go Brighton 2, Leeds 2.
Wow, okay. I was going to go for the exact same. I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go for Brighton 2, Leeds 2 as well. I think Leeds will pick up a point there. So those are the first 5 games. Alex has gone fast for the next 5 games. I am going to go fast. So It happens to be Manchester City as well. The first kick of the like 4 games at the same time on Sunday as well. So City against West Ham. Obviously, West Ham did very well so far this season. They are in the top 4, and it's not a fluke. They've actually done very well to be there. Obviously, traveling to City is not easy. City have just picked up a win against PSG. West Ham did beat City in the Carabao Cup earlier this season. I think it's going to be a tight game, not a 3-0 like last week, but I'm going to go for City 3, West Ham 2. How about you?
Yeah, I think it'll be a close one. It'll be a difficult one. As you said, they knocked us out the Carabao Cup earlier this season. They've not beaten us at the Etihad in quite a while, though. I think it's like 2015 was the last time they beat us at the Etihad. We obviously have just got off the bat, like you said, of a win against PSG. We should hopefully have Jack Grealish and Phil Foden back fit for that one. So I'm going to back City. I'm going to back us for a clean sheet, actually. And I'm going to say 2-0 Man City for that one.
2-0 Manchester City for that one. Okay, the next one will be Burnley against Tottenham Hotspur. I am going to go for Tottenham to win this one by 2-1. How impressed have you been with them, Antonio Conte?
I haven't really had the chance to see much of Tottenham under Antonio Conte, but obviously what he did at Chelsea was very good winning in the league. He did the same at Inter Milan. And I think what was different about them against Leeds from what I did see is there's a bit more fight about them. There's a bit more grit about them and just kind of seeing that game out. And I think there's a lot more energy around that dressing room than there was previously. I think this one will be a tight one, though, like you say. I'll go Tottenham to edge this one 1-0 at Turf Moor.
Okay, the next one will be Leicester against Watford. Leicester having been doing well. They've been conceding a lot of goals, especially from set pieces. I think they're going to win this by 2-1. I think Watford demolished United last week. What are you going for here?
Again, yeah, like you say, Leicester not doing too great. Watford with a big win last week. I think I'm going to agree with you on this one. I think Leicester 2-1. I think they'll just about edge it this time.
Okay, and then the last 2 games, we have Brentford against Everton. Everton have been all over the place as well. Brentford recently, they started losing games. They did pick up that point against Newcastle last week. So I am going to go for a high-scoring draw here. I'm going to go for Brentford 3, Everton 3, game of the week. Yep.
I am going to agree with the outcome, but completely go the opposite way and say it's going to be a really dull, the worst game of the week. I'm going to say 0-0 Brentford and Everton.
That's very interesting. So decide who you're going to follow and decide whether you're going to watch the game or not. At least if it's going to be a boring one, you have the likes of City and Tottenham to watch at the same time. Then the last game of the weekend is the big one, Chelsea United. Am I right to say there's a part of you that wants United to win?
There actually is, although it's obviously strange for a City fan, but I think due to the league table and stuff, I think United, I don't know, I guess I don't want United to win because it's United at the end of the day, but I think a draw, would be in our best interest. So yeah, I'd kind of hope for a draw in this one.
Okay, so draw for, I pressed the mute button by mistake. Okay, draw, I'm going to go for, I was actually supposed to go faster in here, but I was going to go for a Chelsea win anyway. I'm going to go for Chelsea 3-1. 3-1 to Chelsea. What about you said?
Although I want a draw, I can't see it happening. I think Ralph Rangnick's meant to take part for Man United. He's meant to be the manager for that one for them. So I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. No, 1-0 Chelsea. I think they'll get a clean sheet. I think they're just too good defensively. Reece James and stuff. I think they're just on fire at the moment. So yeah, I think Chelsea will edge that one 1-0.
Okay, time for the bonus questions. The first question is usually one player to definitely score. I am going to go for Lukaku on his comeback against Man United. What about you?
I'm going to back Phil Foden to score for Manchester City against West Ham.
He's fit. Okay, total number of goals to be scored this match week. I predicted 34 last week. There were 36, also close. I'm going to go for 29 this week. How about you?
I don't think it'll be a high scoring game week, so I'll go 27.
27. So as always, as short as possible. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Where can they follow you, Alex?
So my Twitter is at Alex Birch MCFC, and then on YouTube it's Alex Birch Man City MatchDays, as it says on the screen right now.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. Keep staying safe, everyone. Make sure to let us know your predictions for the game, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next one.